What's up, my Mind Your Money business folks? It's me yet again with another video on today's stock market news. And as always, hopefully you're in the market and not trying to time the market. I'm missing my watch because that's impossible to do. So again, hopefully you guys are not straddling the fence. I'm hot. Whew. I just got dressed for work. Hopefully you're not straddling the market and you're investing. You're investing into these paper assets that are appreciating in value. Scared money does not make any money. Your money's not making anything in the bank. So hopefully you are investing into something. Real estate, gold, stocks. Anyways, it says here the Dow jumps 200 points to record high as Wall Street cheers start of earnings season. So it says the Dow closed at fresh record on Tuesday as Wall Street welcomed the latest wave of quarterly results from the likes of General Motors and Coca-Cola. You know, Coca-Cola, that stock pays a dividend. So if you owned Coca-Cola stock, you would be paid for owning that stock every 3 months. You're a business owner. You own Coca-Cola. Doesn't that sound like a nice plan? And it's only $71.25 a share. With a dividend, the next dividend is going to be paid on December 1st of 2025. Yep. Just putting it out there. Anyway, so gains for the Dow Jones Industrial Average lifted the blue chip benchmark 0.5%, while the S&P 500 closed the session little change. And the NASDAQ slipped 0.1%. So not everyone and everything did well today, but Coca-Cola, General Motors, the Dow did very well. So investors are focused on the flood of major earnings reports due this week. Headlined on Tuesday by streaming giant Netflix and GM. The big three automaker stocks surged after GM raised its full year profit outlook. This is good information to know. That's why I read this stuff every day, because I've thought about not doing it. But this is important information. You need to know what's affecting the stock market, what's affecting the stocks that you're invested in, and the information is being provided right here. So listen. Anywho, so GM raised its full year profit outlook, so they're expected to make a lot of money. Meanwhile, shares in Dow companies, Dow components, Coca-Cola and 3M popped after upbeat earnings report. How much did Coca-Cola go up today? Did they pop that much? Let's see. Coca-Cola actually went up. That's pretty big for Coca-Cola. They actually went up $2.81 today. They normally don't move up that much. So that's pretty good. So later, investors will watch Netflix results after market close, and market just closed like 12 minutes ago, for insights into its ad business and live programming. You know, like they have these boxing matches and different things, so maybe they're making money. So the streaming giant has recently weathered a volatile stretch for its stock. So worries about U.S.-China trade tensions moved to the back burner, even as the two countries prepared the ground for negotiations to resume. Trump signed a rare earth deal with Australia. Okay. A move aimed squarely at China. But the president said he expects to reach a fair deal when he meets his Chinese counterpart, President Xi, in South Korea next week. Meanwhile, the government shutdown continues. I know, I'm a part of it. Now the third longest federal work stoppage in U.S. history. There are no plans in motion to end the closure, but I have to go to work every day. Even as economic pressures mount, that puts the spotlight on Federal Reserve speakers with ears pricked for clues into the central bank's thinking on interest rates ahead of its policy meeting next week. So I'm thinking the government shutdown will remain again even next week, which may push the Feds to, I don't know. We'll see. I'm not going to say anything. So that puts the spotlight on Federal Reserve speakers with ears pricked for clues for the central bank's thinking on the interest rates ahead of the policy meeting next week, right? That's what I just said. So Fed Governor Christopher Waller is scheduled to appear on Tuesday in the run-up to the Bureau of Labor Statistics finally releasing the September Consumer Price Index report on Friday. That inflation data could move the needle for markets, which are currently pricing in another quarter-point rate cut. So the market is expecting a rate cut. Maybe the government shutdown will push the need for a rate cut. Maybe that's the plan. I don't know. We'll see what happens. And then the market goes up. And when the market goes up, the rich get richer. Investing is for the rich. Appreciating assets, that's how you make your money. We all work hard. But we know by now, hard work isn't going to make you rich. Investing will. Consuming a lot of stuff is not going to make you rich. Investing will. You have to invest. You have to invest. Stop consuming. Stop going into so much debt and invest, people. Investing makes you rich. I say it again. Invest. Yep, I said it. So let's see what happened. So FTEC, the Information Technology ETF, lost 1 cent today. It lost a cent. Closing at $226.79. Broadcom, however, took a nice little nasty hit today, losing $6.58, closing out at $342.66. Palantir lost a whopping 8 cents, closing out at $181.51. Nvidia lost $1.48 today, closing out at $181.16. SPLG, the S&P 500 ETF, lost, gain, zero. Closing out, same as yesterday, $78.97. And that's it, people. That's it. Quick, short, to the point with the stock market today. Highly suggest, again, that you guys invest. You need to get out of debt. Debt consumes you. Debt makes you a slave to the lender. Debt hinders you from investing into yourself, into your future, into the stock market, into real estate, into any and everything that can make you rich. I've said it before, but you need to start treating your life like it's a business. When businesses experience losses, what do? They make cuts so that they can save money. So you need to start doing the same in your life. Start making cuts. Stop going out as much. Stop going on trips that you can't afford. Stop buying things because you want other people to see it or like it. Stop living like the Joneses next door, right? Start cooking your food at home. Stop eating out so much. Stop going to Starbucks every day. Make your coffee at home. Buy a Keurig. Make your own coffee at home, people. It's cheaper. Eat healthier. Health is also wealth. You know, what's the point of creating wealth and you're unhealthy? So, and plus healthier foods cost more money, and that's by design. The cheaper foods cost less, and you consume more of it. That's the reason why majority of Americans are obese. Like, I look on social media every day, and I'm just in awe at what I see, but I'm thinking that the people that I'm viewing don't see the problem, because when they look to the left of them, when they look to the right of them, and when they look to who's in front and behind them, they all look the same. So why change? However, it's not good. But health is wealth too, people, so take your health seriously. But you have to start investing into the paper assets that are appreciating over time, because that is how you get rich over time. It's not just microwavable thing that happens like that. Creating wealth takes time and discipline. Do some people get it fast? Yeah, but a lot of people that get it fast also lose it even faster, because if you are broke, right? You're struggling, then you come into this windfall of money. You have a broke mindset. So with a broke mindset, even with a lot of money, you're gonna spend it on a lot of unnecessary stuff, right? because you're not used to obtaining and maintaining wealth. You know, so that's why you have to work on it, work on yourself. It takes time. So get out of debt, people. Get out of the personal loan debt. Get out of the student loan debt. Get out of the car loan debt. Get out of the credit card debt. Again, Americans are in over $18 trillion of debt. Like 12 trillion is in mortgages. 1 point something trillion is in credit cards. Unnecessary. But America is a business. And pay attention to the television that you watch in between your TV shows or whatever program that you're watching. You're being sold something, because nothing's being created in America, because it's all made in China. So we're being sold a lot of things, and there's nothing wrong with being sold anything, and there's nothing wrong with you buying anything, but do it smartly. Do it with a budget. You need to create a plan. Businesses have plans, and when things are going not according to plan, they make cuts, and they do so because they have budgets. They have things in place that tells them, okay, now we need to turn left, turn right, we need to make cuts here, we need to make cuts there. So do the same in your personal life with a budget. Create your budget and follow your budget. And let me know what happens in the next 90 days. All right, so I'm going to end this video. So like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Let me know what you think. If you think anything at all, think, people. Just think. But not everyone thinks. Oh, disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, nor am I pretending to be one. So any and all information on my channel is for entertainment purposes only, and it reflects my opinion. So please consult with a financial advisor before you invest any of your hard-earned money. All right, so you guys take care. Have a blessed day. Peace.